Hello and welcome to our tutorial on everything you need to get started with the C programming language. In this video, we'll cover the essential tools and knowledge you need to begin writing and running C programs. First, let's talk about the compiler you'll need to get started. C is a compiled language, which means that before you can run a program, you need to use a C compiler to convert the source code into machine code that the computer can understand. There are many different compilers available for different operating systems, but some of the most popular options include GCC for Linux and Mac, and Visual C++ for Windows. If you're not sure which compiler to use, a quick Google search for C compiler for your operating system should point you in the right direction. Here I'll show you how to download GCC for Mac. First, you can Google GCC compiler and open the first thing that comes up. Then you can see the supported releases. Then you can choose the latest GCC version. Here it is GCC 12.2. I already have it installed, so I won't install it again, but you can simply follow this link and install it. And all the links you'll need will be in the description below. Then once you have a compiler installed on your computer, you'll need a text editor or an IDE. An IDE stands for an Integrated Development Environment. It's almost like a text editor, but it has more tools. There are many options to choose from, including Sublime Text, Atom, and Visual Studio Code for text editors, and libs and code blocks for IDEs. Here on this tutorial, we'll first start with a text editor called Vim, which is already pre-installed on your operating system, but you can update it to the latest version. After we're gone through the basics of C, we'll go to Visual Studio Code, and I will show you how to download Visual Studio Code when we get there. The choice of which IDE to use is personal preference, but most IDEs come in with built-in debugging and other features that can make it easier to write and test your code. Here we want to start with Vim so we can learn how to write the code. So once we're used to the syntax, we can go to the higher level IDEs, which will help us in writing code. Now that you have the tools you need to write and run C programs, it is important to have a good understanding of the basic concepts of programming. If you're new to programming, you should familiarize yourself with the following concepts before diving into C. The first concept is variables. Variables is a way to store and manipulate data in a program. The second is data types, the different types of data that a program can work with, such as integers, floating point numbers, and strings. The third is loops. Loops is a way to repeat a block of code multiple times. Then finally there's functions, which is a way to group related code together and reuse it throughout the program. Don't worry about these topics for now, because we'll have videos covering each topic separately. With these basic concepts under your belt, you're ready to start learning C. A great way to get started is to learn the basic structure of C program and the syntax of the language. You can find many tutorials and resources online to help you get started. We'll also be releasing videos on that. One thing you need to keep in mind is that C is a low-level language, which means that you have more control over the hardware and you can do things that are not possible with high-level languages. So it's important to be very careful with memory management, pointers, and other low-level features. As you learn the basics of the language, it's important to practice. Start by writing small programs to understand the concepts and try to build on them. For example, you can start with a simple Hello World program, which will be our next video, and work your way up to more complex programs. Additionally, you should also familiarize yourself with standard libraries and functions that come with C, and how to use them effectively. These libraries provide a lot of useful functionality that you can use in your own programs, such as input-output functions, string manipulations, and math functions. C is a powerful and widely used programming language, and learning it can open up many opportunities for you in the field of computer science. It is used for many applications such as system programming, embedded systems, game development, and many more. That's it for this tutorial. We hope you found it useful and that you're now ready to start learning C. Remember to practice. If you have any questions or need help along the way, don't hesitate to reach out to the community for support. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more programming, tutorials, and tips.